Personal injury cases it's actually a large umbrella of cases that involve car wrecks, trucking cases, premise liabilities, slips or falls. They involve medical malpractice, any type of injury that was caused by the negligence of another party. If someone's been injured as a result of the negligence of someone else, and you've come to our law firm for help, what you should expect is, number one, to be assigned to an attorney that specifically handles the kind of case that you're involved in. Beyond that, you're going to have a team of staff that will be dedicated specifically to your case. We do any and everything we can to keep open lines of communication with the client, so they're not wondering what's happening with my case. Where are we in my case? When does this case settle? Where do I go from here? What happens now that I can't work? We will be here to answer all of these questions that are certain to come up during the life of an injury claim. People often want to know, what is the value or the settlement value of my case? And it varies widely, and primarily it depends upon the severity of your injury. So it's my job to help appraise your loss, your injury. Not every injury is covered by a form of liability insurance. And that's one of the most important factors in an injury case, is determining whether or not there's insurance available to compensate you for your losses. If we make a recovery for you and ultimately you're putting money in your pocket, oftentimes clients want to know if that money they receive is taxable income to them. Oftentimes it just depends on what the recovery is for. So if it's a recovery for your injuries and your losses, that's generally not a taxable event. But if it's replacing lost wages, then it can be considered a taxable event. Oftentimes, clients want to know whether or not they need a lawyer when they've been injured. And my answer to them is absolutely, you do. Folks that try to handle their claims on their own statistically do not get anywhere near the amount of compensation that they would had they hired an injury lawyer. If you've been involved in some kind of an injury action caused by the negligence of another person or business, your chances of success in that case by hiring our firm increases. And the reason it increases is we handle these cases on a contingency fee basis. So we advance all of the costs to litigate and handle your case. You don't pay us a retainer, a fixed amount of money to help you. We are only going to be paid if we make a recovery for you. So your success is tied to our success, which is how you define, it's the essence of a contingency fee. And so it eliminates the risk of loss to the client.